my little giblets. So, today I'm gonna kind of talk to you about macaroons for a little bit, and we're gonna have fun. Um, so let's just go right into it. For the past year or so, I've been a little bit obsessed with macaroons. I've been making them at any excuse that I possibly can. I've been storing up on my almond flour so that I always have the ingredients that I need, so I don't have to go shopping for them. But yeah, so first of all, let's talk about what a macaroon is. So macaroons are cookie sandwiches. They're French. The sandwich itself is made from a meringue that has almond flour in it, and then whatever flavor and food coloring you decide to put into it, and then it also has a filling. And the filling is going to be like a chocolate ganache or a fruit jam or a buttercream frosting or salted caramel. It can really, sky is the limit. It can have anything that you want inside of it. It's really cool, and it makes all of these possibilities for all these different flavors. But a traditional macaroon is made with almond flour. Keep that in mind. And they're not to be confused with macaroons with two O's, because macaroons are a completely different cookie. They're kind of dome-shaped, they're round, they're made with coconut shreds. It's a different cookie, and they are consistently misspelled all the time, and it can be frustrating when you're looking for a macaron recipe and you're finding all these macaroon recipes, and vice versa. And I mean, I'm no exception to the rule. When I first started making macarons, definitely misspelling it every single time. But yeah, they're a lot of fun to make. There are a lot of weird tips and tricks that people have because it's kind of a difficult thing to make, and since there are so many different flavors that you can have, it causes all of these like chemical differences in all of the different recipes. So there's like these slight little differences are going to make the way you cook it different, and altitude is a huge thing because it's a meringue. But yeah, the things that I find help me are, first of all, ingredients. So with your almond meal or your almond flour, you want to make sure that it doesn't have the color distortion. You don't want it to have like the shreds of the almond flour, of the almond casing. You just want it to be like blanched, one color, and then it's more consistent every time, and it doesn't get like that chunky, because you do not want a chunky macaroon. You want a soft macaroon that's just really easy to bite into, has a lovely inner flavor, and it's not airy, it's not dry, it's not it doesn't have bubbles in it. And you can there's a lot of things that you can do to help with that. So when you are making your cookies and you have them in their little rounds on your pan, it helps to kind of tap it on the table to get all of the air bubbles gone, and then to leave it out to sit for at least an hour. Sometimes I leave it out all day so that it can kind of create its own shape and stick there, so that when you throw it in the oven, it can rise in that shape, creating a perfect little footing around the edge. Now, I am not a culinary scientist. I don't know if any of this is actually scientifically sound. It's just what I know has worked for me in the past. But yeah, they're a lot of fun, and there's so many flavors you can make. I made a maple one with maple buttercream frosting in the middle. I made an orange flavored macaron with chocolate ganache filling. I've made vanilla. I mean, there's countless of flavors, which makes it so much fun. And they're a huge fad right now. So many people are obsessed with macarons, and I mean, we always have been. It's a French cultural food, and we all love our French foods. But it's also a dessert, and it's a fun dessert, and it's a finger food, and it's sweet, and it's just that little taste of whatever you needed to make you happy for the rest of the day. But they are fun to make. They're time consuming. They're frustrating, and albeit can ruin my day if I try to make a batch of macarons and it doesn't turn out, because I'm like, I should be better by now. Why is this not being perfect every single time? This is so very, 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 very frustrating. But when you do make those perfect macarons with the perfect footing, and it just has that flavor, and it's soft, and you bite into it, and you're just like, I can eat this whole batch. Honestly, I'm not sharing. I'm not inviting anybody over. It's worth it. it's worth it at the end of the day if you can make one good batch. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of my spiel on macarons and macaroons, and I I think I might try and come up with my own recipe, and then I will give you guys a tutorial. But yeah, I'm kind of doing a couple different genres of movies, not movies, of videos right now. I have kind of like this more vlogging type video, and then I have my guitar composition videos, and I'm working on a couple other projects. I'm gonna kind of see what has the best chemistry, what kind of flows the best. Let me know below if you have any suggestions, anything's anything you think I might be good at, or that I should try out, or that I should experiment with, just until I get my footing and kind of figure out what it is that sets me apart and is what I want to do. So, thanks for keying in, and feel free to like, follow, subscribe, all those lovely things. And I will see you guys next week.